So I know a lot of console players seem to be stuck in the lower ranks of Overwatch. I was in that position not too long ago, so I will give you some tips on how to get out of bronze and silver. First, I will go over some hero recommendations, then some general tips, and then some specific role tips. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get started. If you are planning to get your rank up, I would recommend whoever you are comfortable playing. This should be obvious, but a lot of people do not do this. A lot of people play heroes that depend on who the enemy team picked, what map they are on, ultimate combos, or etc. I climbed out of 700 senior with mccree. This is because I have over 80 hours on the hero. I would recommend finding one hero for each role and sticking to them. Obviously, that hero might get picked by someone else, so if that is the case, I will give some recommendations. These can also be used as recommendations for a new main. If you are playing tank, I would recommend Roadhog or Sigma. These are both great tanks and are playable in every rank. If you pick Roadhog, just make sure you have a shield or you can support your team with cover. If you do not have a shield, I would recommend playing Sigma because he has a great shield and does great damage. If you are playing damage, I would recommend playing Reaper, Junkrat, Soldier 76, or My. Reaper is a great flank DPS and can do a lot of damage. Junkrat can do a lot of damage from a range and has good overall mobility. Soldier is a great hitscan and has great mobility. And last, My has a really beginner-friendly playstyle and can finish enemies off quick. I would recommend playing these heroes based on what your other DPS is doing. If they are playing something like Widow, try Reaper, or if they are playing something like Junkrat, try Ashe. If you play support, I would recommend Mercy, Moira, and Lucio. These are all great supports and are beginner friendly. Next, I will go over general tips. One general tip I have for beginners is don't rely too much on your teammates. This doesn't mean to not support them. What I'm saying is don't expect your teammates to do anything. Just like when driving a car, you can't always depend on other people to do the correct thing. Another tip I have is support your teammates. For example, if you are playing healer, heal whoever needs N equals to be healed. Don't pocket unless your entire team has comms and don't heal people that don't need it. I'll give you an example. If you are playing Mercy and there are two critical people, what should you do? Should you heal one player and not worry about the other? No, in that situation you should give each enough heals to survive, or prioritize whoever is in danger. One final tip I have for you is to have fun. Remember, Overwatch is a game, so it is meant to be fun. Take a break if needed, you won't regret it. Now for some tips on specific roles. One tip I have for tanks is positioning. Positioning is very important when playing any role, but tanks especially. If you are playing Reinhardt, for the love of God, please don't charge in when your team isn't there to support you. If you charge in on your own, your team will fall apart without a main tank and you will automatically lose the fight. If a pick is not certain, do not pursue it. A tip I have for DPS is picks. This one may seem obvious, but I do not see many people carry this out. If you are just getting ultimate charge from the tank and waste your ultimate, you are doing nothing for your team. Even if you get a team kill with every ultimate, you still aren't doing anything for the other parts of the match. Prioritize getting major picks that are wiping out your team, not play of the game. If you are playing against a team with a Pharah carry, take out the Pharah so she isn't a problem. One tip that I have for supports is to not damage too much. If you focus on damage instead of healing, you are virtually doing nothing for your team. You are a healer for a reason, so heal your team instead of damaging other players. With these tips, you should be able to climb out of lower ranks faster. Keep in mind, this is not a guarantee. I know how hard it is to get out of a low hell, so take your time. If you guys have any questions or things you want to see, leave it in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed and click the bell to know right when I upload. Anyways, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.